Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with more Gran Turismo 7 for the Nations Cup. Yes, this is technically the very last race, the very last video I'm going to be doing in 2022, so hopefully this one is going to be a good race here from Suzuka. We're rocking up in the Honda Civic Type R EK Touring Car Edition. And Michael Schumacher is in this lobby, apparently, so I guess I've got my clickbaity title all nice and ready. We'll only get 2 laps of qualifying, so I've got to make it count. Let's do this thing. Battling is certainly not going to do me any favours as we head down in towards 130R. We're still 2 tenths up on this second run there as well. We're going to... Oh, he's moved out of the way, luckily, just at the right time. But yeah, this guy's still probably going to cost me. So we had our way through the final chicane there. We were 2 tenths up as we went into 130R, but surely now we've lost a bit as we head out of the final turn. Shortest run to the line. We use the slipstream. We do improve somehow, and we do slot up into provisional P2 there, but I'm sure we're going to see a lot more times come down. Yeah, definitely had the pace for pole. I mean, we were 4 tenths up in Sector 1 there and lost a bit of time during the middle sector, but carried a little bit by the slipstream as well. I certainly think we're in with a shout. Oh, got full start enabled as well, so I've got to be careful on the launch here at Suzuka, but 5 red lights. Very long hole, but it is lights out and away we go, and definitely want to get the traction control off as soon as possible here. I can't honestly remember what the tyre rules are, so we're going to have to be a bit careful of that as well. I don't know whether you have to pit, I don't know whether you need to use both sets. I've got no idea there as we've got cars trying to look up the inside through turn 1. Luckily, we'll just get ahead of them, and obviously the first corner at Suzuka always can be quite scary there, so the fact we've made it through with no contact is quite nice. Like I said, I felt like we did have some good pace after qualifying, so we've got to try and make sure the German at the front can't break away too early, as I can just see. Guy in front of me leaves half the door open there. The Italian lost 1 spot already and is definitely a little bit hesitant as we head up the hill on this opening lap there. You can just see a little bit all over the road. We'll show the nose in towards the Degners, but we'll think better of it as all the Swiss guy in front of him very, very slow, so we will sneak down the inside through the corner there, and that's already got a little bit controversial then, so I'm not too sure why the Swiss guy was so careful going into there as we've got cars, whoa, going to get tagged. Didn't feel like I'd gone for too much of a squeeze, and we'll get to the inside. I mean, it was an accidental move in the end, but we are up into P2 there. We kind of got pushed into having to try and make the overtake, and I was a little bit gutted that I'd lost the radar for a brief second. But look at that, the German at the front already then with a 2-second lead early on in this race. We didn't have the best run at Deep Forest Raceway a few days ago. If you watched that video, of course you'll know, yeah, the Audi R8 LMS was not the car of choice, as I didn't know you could honk your horn on this, but yeah, just nicked the wheel on the AstroTurf, tried to recover it. Of course, this thing front wheel drive, so when it does slide, you just dump the throttle and point the steering wheel where you want to go. But we're side by side then into 130R on this open lap. We'll try and just back out of it and then get back on the throttle underneath him there, and that's how you do a switch back through 130R. He's going to have the inside line for the final chicane. Swiss guy has absolutely binned it. Has no idea. I think he's been sent to the shadow round, so it has been quite a chaotic then opening lap here from Suzuka, and after all of it, we've gained nothing, we've lost nothing. Just as you would expect on Gran Turismo there, but already then 3 seconds away from the German in the lead, so we're going to have to try and work with these guys. That guy needs to stop honking his horn, otherwise he's asking for a ticket to the shadow round. That guy honking his horn is just getting more and more frustrating every time he does it, and I can't imagine he's making many friends in this race by constantly doing it, as he goes a bit defensive in towards Spoon. Still up and an hour in about 3rd or 4th gear on the way in, but the problem is as well, I like to try and take quite a slow line through the second part. Whoa! That's the shadow round. Unlucky there to the Italian, but yeah, definitely felt like he was probably slowing us down just a little bit as well there. So now we've got to try and get back up to our fellow Brit, but 4 seconds now back from the German in the lead. He might just have been able to bolt free at the front of the field there. His big blender throttle through 130R. It is quite weird. Obviously, we're used to like GT3 cars, and obviously especially Formula 1 cars, that corner is just completely flat out. Definitely not in a little Honda Civic, but weirdly close. This thing is incredibly light. 845 kilos, this car, which is kind of insane when I think about it. But yeah, 118.0 then. German on 117.1. I think the battle might just be for the podium places rather than the win, but it is still very, very early. But we are still in the slipstream range then of the guy in front of me. I was about to say the Honda Civic then, as that's way too early on the upshift. But yeah, it is now 3 Brits then against 2 Germans inside the top 5 as we try and make our way through 130R once more. It's always a bit of kind of just tip it in and pray that the car does grip up, as just wonder for a brief second there whether the guy behind me is going to try and send it. He definitely seemed a bit later on the brakes, but was not able to do anything with it. As oh, here we go then. So we are seeing some cars into the pit lane. Like I said, I don't know whether you have to or not. It is only the one guy into the pits. We'll wait and see what the leader does and just copy him, I think. There's 140 miles an hour back down towards turn 1. And there's so much opposite lock involved in getting through this first corner. This car is so skatey. Maybe doing it with a Formula rim was not the right choice, but we'll wait and see. Oh, that's scary. Come on, straighten out. Nope, I've nudged the grass. And we've been shadow rammed. No! Oh, that was so painful. We knew exactly what was going to happen and just watched it in slow motion there. So, way down then into P6 as every other car is peeling into the pit lane. So, got to be careful on the entry with the white lines. Oh, so you can only use the soft. So, I thought you could use the hard tyres as well. Maybe I've made a mistake there, but perhaps it wasn't worth pitting then in this race. I don't really know, but everyone else is doing it, so we may as well try and hang out there. Looks like the Italian is the only one brave enough, or stupid enough perhaps, to have not bothered to peel into the pit lane. But yeah, I love the orange as well that I've got on the car there, as I still just, I cannot get over the fact this thing's only 800 kilos, but back out of the pit lane we'll go then, and we'll be down in P8, so pretty much well, exactly in the mid-pack then. We'll win this race. We need to start trying to make some moves and get ourselves back up to the podium. An unfortunate error that, yeah, it's really cost me, as you can already see. Finnish guy there, flying Finn, maybe just a little bit slow as we head into the S's, but not the easiest place to try and make overtakes. But, I mean, yeah, these cars, you've got to just try and make moves, as we will get, well, we were on the inside, but it's kind of just stuck the nose in. But I mean, these are touring cars. One would therefore believe that touring cars, you can get away with a little bit of contact, as around the outside. So we head up through Dunlop. Is he going to try and squeeze me out? Yes, he is. So yeah, I haven't gained anything from it just yet. Oh, there we go. That's going to be an open invitation. And we will make it through back into 7th place, but 3 seconds now up to Yavi in front. Right, well, now the Italians box them. We are back into P6 of this race, but yeah, we're definitely quicker than the cars in front. I feel like, yeah, P2 in a perfect world, but would like to still try and get a podium as these four are fairly bunched up. And that might just put pay to it. You just nudge the AstroTurf. This is what I hate on Gran Turismo. Why on earth all the AstroTurf is made out of black ice? It just instantly fires the car off in a complete lottery. You know, it's why I hate to say it, but I hate Spa on this game. But yeah, that's just all that time I've just spent the last lap or so gaining. I've just gone and lost again now. And obviously in these sorts of cars, trying to find plenty of time in short spaces is not really possible unless they start squabbling. Well, starting the final lap then here from Suzuka, and the three in front of me are still looking fairly feisty with each other, as that's going to be a new personal best for the day. Goes to show how hard we have still continued to push, but yeah, if we want any chance here, we just need Jez to really go for it, as oh, he's going for it. Down at turn 1, there is contact between him and the other Brit there, I think has been the one who's honking his horn all race long, so if we see some fireworks, it'd be quite nice. Try and pick up the spoils late on in the day there, as it just goes to show once again on Gran Turismo how one little mistake can really cost you there, and just how frustrating the AstroTurf is on these games as well, as obviously the guy that's honking his horn pitted one lap early, so I wonder if his tyres have completely hit the cliff, as that might be another one for us. Javier just gets squeezed out, and I'll be going to be able to try and find a way through on the other Civic. No, he's just about got enough speed into the Degners, but it is going to bring him into our clutches, and we certainly have been quicker than him quite a lot of this race. Oh, come on. Just got into the back of him there, and Gran Turismo's funny physics just forced me out wide, so that might just be the open door that P4 needs to try and hang on. Yep, it's definitely him. Oh, come on, don't let the tyres completely fall off now. We want to still try and see if there's any opportunity to get past this Spaniard on the last lap. I would take a P5, so just keep redlining the car just ever so slightly too much, and it keeps costing me. But yeah, going to need a mega run through Spoon on this final lap, and that might not be the run I needed. Trying to carry too much speed into the corners and not able to get the car positioned where I want it on the exit, and it looks like it will only be P6 then here at Suzuka. An unfortunate way to end the year. Of course, I know this video will go live in 2023, but for me anyway, yeah, not quite how I wanted to finish off, but we won't stop pushing until we get to the line. There's all there we go. Guy in front runs off the circuit, but gathers it up quite nicely there. Doesn't do what I managed to earlier on. There's a big dive coming in from the Spaniard, and we could have, had I not messed that up, we could have been close on the exit. Looks like P4 has picked up a penalty though. I don't think we're going to be close enough to get him, despite of it there. Up over the line, it's P6 in the end then, and yeah, we do end up staying in at P6 there as well. Nothing gained on that final lap. So yeah, like I said, a little bit gutted. That could have very easily been quite a quiet P2 come the checkered flag there. But yeah, the guy at the front absolutely dominated throughout the entirety of that. And to answer the question, apparently yes, I am quicker than Michael Schumacher as well there, so we will take it at the end of the day. But thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and yeah, we will be back very, very soon with more Gran Turismo 7.